Hi students, Venugopal is here. I started a new channel on my name Kusma Venugopal to teach physics for the students, those who are preparing for the IIT exams, NEET exam and CBSE 11th and 12th exams. Okay, so in this channel, I cover total physics syllabus theoretically and uh, numericals also explained in this channel. Okay, so if you have any doubt on any topic or on any numerical, you can just comment. I will give reply in my free time. And if you like my video, please like and subscribe my channel and share this video to your friends. Okay. Uh, so now this is the units. The first unit in our syllabus is units and dimensions. So before starting about these units and dimensions, first of all, what is the physics? Physics is nothing but nature and its laws. Okay, so that means the laws of nature is called as a physics. For example, the earth is rotating around the sun. Okay, that means earth rotation around the sun is the nature. But based on the nature, our scientists developed or created some laws. Okay, that is physics. For example, uh, earth has the gravitation. Okay, so this is the nature. Earth gravitation is the nature. So based on the this nature, gravitation of the earth, some formulas derived by the scientists. Okay. So the physics means nature, based on the nature, some laws were derived. Okay. So that is called as a physics. So in this, to derive these laws for any nature, for nature, we need some physical quantities. Okay, so for example, uh, the gravitational, okay, the earth gravitation. So based on the earth gravitation, the gravitational force was derived. So this force is one of the physical quantity. Okay, so to explain this nature, we need some laws. For that laws, we need some physical quantities. Okay, suppose I am taking this board. This board has the length 100 centimeter. Okay, so the length which is I am mentioning, the length that is represents the physical quantity. If I will say the board has 100 centimeter, what is that? There is no meaning. Okay, if I will say the board has 100 centimeter, there is no meaning in that. If I will say the board has length 100 centimeter, there is some meaning. Okay, so here the length is the physical quantity. Okay, suppose if any person has the weight 50 kg. Okay, if I will say my weight is 50 kg, okay, it has some meaning. Instead of that, if I will say uh, I have 50 kg, what is that? What is that meaning? There is no meaning in that. Okay, but my weight is 50 kg. There is some meaning. Understood? So these physical quantities is required to describe any laws. Okay, these laws are required to describe any nature. Understood? So these length, mass, time, these all are called as a physical quantities. Okay. So to describe these physical quantities, to explain about these physical quantities, the units were developed. Okay. So I'm saying this board has the length 100. Okay. If I will say 100 centimeter, centimeter is the unit. Okay. If I won't mention the centimeter, what is that? The board has a length 100. What is that? In seconds, or in amperes, or in kgs? Okay. So we don't have any clarity on that without mentioning that unit. Okay. So these unit will be describes the physical quantity. Understood? So the units were developed to explain about the physical quantities. To measure any physical quantity, we need units. Okay. So here the centimeter, kg, second, these all are called as a units for the physical quantities of the length, mass, time. Okay. So, but what are the system? What are the systems we have to tell these units? So here we have three types of systems. One is the CGS and another one is the FPS and the last one is the MKS. So in this system of units, we have three types of the systems. One is CGS. CGS. So, according to this CGS, C means centimeter and G means gram and S means second. Okay, so this centimeter is for length and this gram for mass and this second for physical quantity time. Okay, so this is the CGS system. In CGS system, centimeter, gram, second. And FPS system. In FPS system, we can write this is the foot and it is the pound and it is the second again. Okay. And in MKS system, it is the meter and it is the kilogram and this one is again second. Okay. So in CGS system, for length centimeter, for mass gram, for time second. And in FPS system, for length foot, for mass pound, and for time it is second. And in MKS system, for length meter, for mass kilogram, and for time second. Okay. So these three are the different types of the systems to explain the units for the physical quantities. But these three systems will give the units for the only three physical quantities. They are length, mass and time. But what about the remaining physical quantities? So these three systems not given any clarity, not given any units for remaining the physical quantities. So because of that, by adopting this MKS system, the SI system was developed. So this SI system is System D International. Okay, so this SI system was developed by adopting this MKS system. So with this SI system, every physical quantity units were developed. Every this SI system created the given the units for every physical quantity. Okay, so here we have number of physical quantities. For every physical quantity, units were given by this SI system. So till now we are using this SI system only for these physical quantities. Okay. So here, next, how many types of physical quantities we have? Okay. So these are the system of units. But how many types of physical quantities we have? So we have two different types of the physical quantities. One is fundamental quantities and another one is derived quantities. Okay. So I will tell you. So first, these physical quantities are these physical quantities are two types. One is the fundamental quantities and another one is the derived quantities. Okay, but what are the fundamental quantities? So here we have seven fundamental quantities. Okay, so these fundamental quantities are independent of each other. These fundamental quantities are length, mass, time, electric current, amount of substance, luminous intensity, and thermodynamic temperature. These are the seven fundamental quantities. These seven quantities are independent of each other. Okay, but these derived quantities means the remaining physical quantities are derived by using these seven physical quantities, by using these seven fundamental quantities. Okay, so which quantities are derived by using these seven physical quantities? They are called as the derived quantities. Okay, so first of all, these fundamental quantities are, the first one is length. Okay, for this length, the unit is the meter. Okay, so for this it is meter, and for next one, mass. The unit is kilogram, and the third one is time. The unit is second. Okay, and the next one is electric current. Electric current. Electric current is ampere. Okay, and the next one is thermodynamic temperature. The unit is Kelvin, and the next, amount of substance. The unit is mole, and the last one is luminous intensity. and the unit is candela. Okay, so these meter will be represented with m, and kilogram is the kg, and second is the s, and ampere is the capital A, and kelvin is capital K, or it is also represented with the theta. Okay, and mole, it is mol, and candela is C. Okay, so these are the seven fundamental. These are the seven fundamental physical quantities. Okay, so remaining derived quantities explained, derived by using these seven fundamental quantities. Okay, so these are the length, mass, time, electric current, thermodynamic temperature, amount of substance, and luminous intensity. These are seven fundamental quantities. Okay, so what is the derived quantities? The derived quantities are explained. They were derived, okay, by using these seven number. So I will tell you examples. So suppose one of the any other physical quantity. Suppose I am taking the velocity. What is the unit for velocity? Meter per second. So here, what is the velocity formula? Velocity means displacement by time. Okay. So displacement or distance by time. And what is the distance? Distance is nothing but length. So what is the length unit? Meter. So we can write meter. And what is the time unit? Second. So second. So the velocity units are meter per second. Okay. So this is the derived quantity. For example, acceleration. For example, length. Sorry. Uh, what is that? Surface area. Okay. Volume. These all are derived quantities. Okay. If you will take area, what is that? The length square. Okay, distance whole square. So we can write a meter square. If we will take value, we can write a meter cube. Okay. So this is the velocity, and this is the derived quantity. For example, I am taking the what is the force? What is the force? That is mass into acceleration. But what is the acceleration? Acceleration is nothing but the rate of what is the velocity? Okay, so velocity into the rate of change of velocity is called as a acceleration. So we can write this is mass is the uh, okay, this is mass, and this is the acceleration, that is rate of change of velocity. Okay, so that means we can write it is v by t, velocity by time. So what is the mass? Mass units here, mass units are kg, and what is the velocity units? Meter per second, and what is the time unit? Second. Okay, so we can write these units are kg meter per second square. Okay, so these are the force units. If I will take what is that momentum. So for this momentum, P equal to mv, mass into velocity. What are the units for mass? Kg. And what are the units for velocity? Meter per second. So the momentum units are kg meter per second. Okay, so if you will take area is length into length. Okay, so meter into meter square, value, meter cube. Okay, so these are the fundamental physical quantities and derived quantities. Okay, so these derived quantities we will get by using the fundamental quantities only. Understood? So this is the basic concepts in these units and dimensions, and it is my first class. So I will continue next topic in next video, in second video. Okay, all of you. If you like my video, please subscribe and share it. Thank you.